Well, continuing our football roundup, family. And we have to look at the big bad Real Madrid and what's going on over there. It's not official yet. It's widely reported that Jose Mourinho, the special one, will be at Real Madrid. But as we discussed recently on our halftime show, club president Florentino Perez called election, Junior, and for the first time, he's been challenged by someone in the last 4 election cycles. He didn't receive a challenge. Um, Enrique Riquelme pretty much is a challenger. Has promised to sign a Spain international to Real Madrid. Of course, the Spanish national team for the World Cup was announced, and no Real Madrid player is in the squad. What really going on at Real Madrid, family? What is really going on at Real Madrid?
Yeah, Mr. Requelme, you have to be careful, sir. Um, when you make a proclamation like that, right, about the Span and all the Spanish fans for the World Cup, incoming darts are coming at you right now. Big up Bones. We had Bones sent out an article about a prediction for the World Cup, and my response to him, and we'll talk about what that prediction, who that group predicts is going to win the World Cup is funny, but we came to the conclusion that some teams are expected to fail. I expect Spain to bomb out the World Cup. I expect Spain to fail at the World Cup. So Mr. Requelme coming out and promising you're going to sign Spanish international. You have a lot of confidence in the Spanish players, my friend. A lot of confidence. Maybe maybe he's going to go after Nico Williams. I don't know. But you have a lot of confidence, my friend. And you don't know who Mr. Perez is. Mr. Perez can have you. Let me not say it.
but but surely, Florentino Perez, 79 years old, of course, very successful president of the club. But it clearly shows that something is not right, Junior. I mean, what needs to happen? I know because of this election, they haven't announced the signing or the hiring of Jose Mourinho because that could really hurt Perez in the election. Is we don't know what to expect. I do expect Perez. We don't know what to expect in Real Madrid 2 to 3 months from now.
Yeah, they're in a state of flux, and that kind of ties to the question that BM asking about do we think Mourinho is washed? He hasn't won anything in 4 years while coaching at different clubs. That's unlike Mourinho. It kind of ties to that question because Real Madrid is in a state of flux, and you don't stay on top forever. And more sometimes people in smart business people sometimes encourage that cycle so that when you encourage that dip in your tenure or in your production life cycle, when you encourage that dip, that gives you the opportunity to prepare for the fall off and also build for that return, right? So you're not being naive. I think President Perez is looking for confidence from the Real Madrid, I will call them ultras or what them call themselves, whatever them call themselves, looking for that confidence that let us go through this downtime for a little bit and let's build back quickly. I think that's the goal. Now it's concerning to me that the hiring of Jose Mourinho hinges on this election, which signals to me that majority are there's a very good number of the Real Madrid voters that don't want Jose Mourinho back at the club. So that that signal to me that, like I said, there's something going on, and Real Madrid is going to take a little dip for a couple of years. We've seen it before, and this just might be another one.
Yeah, and I don't expect Enrique Riquelme to win, But what he will do, just like in a lot of elections, there's often a candidate who makes a lot of noise, enough noise to be able to force the winner to actually modify their position on certain key topics. So this Jose Mourinho, Steve McManaman, of course, former Real Madrid player, current ESPN analyst or commentator over at ESPN for La Liga. I mean, he has made it very clear, not just his frustration with Real Madrid during commentary, during games, but also his position on Jose Mourinho. I mean, he says he's surprised about Jose Mourinho being the candidate. Surprised by Mourinho links to Real Madrid is what McManaman says, and it, that tells me that Real Madrid fans are genuinely worried about it could go well and it could go horrible wrong. And they felt like for the last 2 years it's been horrible. What could get worse than not winning any trophies in the last 2 years? Jose Mourinho cursing out everybody and not winning trophies.
And so they're just spoiled because what's wrong with going a couple of years without a trophy?
This is not
What?
Manchester United Junior. This is the Royal Whites.
Yeah, okay. Well,
It's the
Royal
Royal
White
Whites.
still sometimes the Royal White still requires some bleach to get out the stain, you know.
This is
And
the
right now
Royal Whites.
it's
They
a
are the
very
biggest club in
stained white.
football, the most successful Champions League club for a reason.
Yeah.
They don't.
When Cristiano Ronaldo was there and looking up to Barcelona, nobody was complaining. So they could be going back to the same thing again.
But they won how many? 3 Champions League trophies at some point while he was there?
Yeah, but did Jose Mourinho lift the trophy?
No, he didn't. But he triggered, and there's been a lot of credit given to Jose Mourinho in acquisition and transition of players to help eventually won those trophies.
And does it feel quite eerily similar to that time again?
No, but I mean,
come on, Benton. Yes, it does.
Yeah, but
does.
There's no Luka Modric out there anymore, Junior. Where's the Luka Modric that Jose Mourinho going to sign?
He's currently at Manchester City, who will be without their coach next year.
That player is injury prone, Junior.
Come on, man. Rodri is match made.
Real Madrid should go 5 more years without a trophy. Yes, I am bad mind United. What's the space? But say ESPN FC has a lot of clickbait stuff. But one of the conversations that has been circulating on ESPN FC on repeat is this discussion around Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe. And you've already made your point clear that you think that Vinicius needs to go. Yes. And I've already said that I don't think that Vinny should go, but it seems like there's a possibility that Vinny might be the odd man out. So there's gonna be significant house cleaning at Real Madrid. So watch the space on the election coming up.
And I think the World Cup will also determine the fate of some of these players. It's like Real Madrid is the Royal Whites and the big team and blah blah blah.
You gotta say that name with some level of respect now. You're saying you're saying it with a bit of like you don't really mean it. You gotta level up and respect the Royal Whites.
No, I won't. I won't. But when you look at the situation at the club and the state that they are in, and you look at the situation of the squad, Eduardo Camavinga should already be on the phone. His agent should already be on the phone finding another club. If you're not playing in the World Cup, if you didn't make your World Cup squad and you are a part of the Real Madrid squad, do road. Just go do road. Just figure it out. Right? Make it easier on yourself and on whoever the incoming coach is. Make it easier yourself. Go find another club.
Yeah, but players are never going to do that, Junior. They always believe that they can impress the new coach, right?
No. I see Camavinga wearing Liverpool red next year. Actually, McAllister could be another one that comes to Real Madrid.
You brought up Camavinga. We're going to pivot to the World Cup here in a minute, but you brought up Camavinga and how bad of a season you have to have. I mean, this player, well, not how bad. Yes, he definitely. He's falling off the cliff.
I think I don't think he fell off the cliff. I think he fell victim to his own um he fell victim to his own multifacetedness or to his own he fell victim to
Utility
his
is a
own
utility
versatility.
player.
His own versatility killed him. So Kamavinga, from the day they signed him and they brought Chouameni in, I was thinking this is the perfect double pivot. Put them together, let them play together, right? The writing was on the wall when they signed Jude Bellingham because Jude Bellingham is playing where I think Kamavinga is best or should have developed to be his best self. When him start playing left back, it's like, brother, pride should have kicked in for him and take away himself. And I think right now it's there. Like, yeah, you have to go the road. Another player, Rodrygo. I know he's injured, but he might have to go. He might figure out that he's the odd man out. Go the road, right? So we'll see.
We
There's
have
a lot. There's a lot to fix at Real Madrid, and Jose Mourinho is the best coach to come in to reset them and then give it to a long-term coach.
I don't know, maybe a younger Jose Mourinho, not necessarily this one. Let's see. What's the
We'll
space?
see.
What's the space? Fine.